Welcome to the Palace of Megapixels. This is Super Mega Grand Brothers Turbo.
Everybody, and welcome to a special episode of Super Mega Crash Brothers Turbo. I'm your host, Stephen White, and with me is, as always, is Todd Stark.
It's very, very special day.
But because it is very special, as Todd just said,
like
we
Easter.
have two special guests with us today. Returning guest, Lacey Finley.
Well, hello, world.
Welcome back.
Another returning guest, Wicked Beth.
Hello, hello.
And welcome back.
All right,
you.
guys.
Feels good.
If you're unaware, for some reason, because I know we mentioned it in the last episode, we are preparing to go to PAX East 2018 in Boston. That's where we're at right now. So this is kind of a pre-PAX special, going to get us hyped up for it. And we are also just going to cover a little bit of the news that we saw this week, a few little things. So it's a regular show, but it's a pre-PAX show. Because the next...
Pre-PAX.
Yeah. Next three episodes we have are going to be all about PAX. Everything we've seen, everything we've experienced, and we're excited to share that with you.
I feel like a kid on Christmas.
You should, but you also need to be a little bit closer to your mic, so you can talk and people can hear you, because no one's going to hear you.
That's how these podcasts
Very
work.
soft speakers. You got to get right up
My voice is never carried. Mm-hmm. I don't have that thunderous voice.
But you have to get in. I mean, you
diaphragm, man, from the diaphragm. Come on.
I don't have one of those.
No.
But see, look what Beth's doing. She's sitting right next to it. You could do the same.
No.
Everybody else doesn't know how that works, but she's sitting right on top of it. He's just kind of leaned over. So if he's faint,
and then he's going to complain about his back later.
Yeah, he's gonna do that.
Jesus Christ.
It's fine. It's fine.
Before his potty break.
I thought this was a gaming podcast. We're talking
Yeah,
about PAX
it's a gaming
East.
podcast. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go around the room real quick, ask what we've been playing. So, ladies first. Laceya, what have you been playing?
As of recently, I've been playing a little bit more of the Infectious Madness of Dr. Decker. It's an amazing FMV game. I don't know if you've probably seen me play
I've watched
of
you play it. So
it's kind of like a whodunit, and you actually type in your questions, and they'll hopefully get responses out of your suspects, if you will.
Suspects.
Yeah, it's like the Dr. Decker is dead, and I am the new psychiatrist coming in. Who did it? I don't know. Was it one of his patients? And what's cool about it is the killer is randomly generated each playthrough, so you actually will never know who the killer is until you played it all the way through. It's a really excellent game. I recommend checking it out, and the devs are just amazing. That's behind that game. They're really cool people.
Very nice.
When are you going to play Bendy and the Ink Machine?
I have played chapters 1 through 3, actually, and hopefully we will be meeting with Meatly Games here at PAX. They are making an appearance and talking about the next chapter, so hopefully we'll have more news on that.
Big deal.
Yeah, so we need to kind of
like
tag
that
them
game.
here and let them know, hey, we were just talking about them.
People love that game.
Beth, what have you been playing?
Monster Hunter World.
Okay, how's that going for you? Where you at?
It's going really good. I want to mess this name up so bad, but I call him Devil Ho.
Yeah, that's the
Is that how you pronounce it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I haven't beaten him yet, and I just haven't really played in like 2 weeks just because I've worked like every single day. But yeah, I look forward to going back and beating him and making, his flesh into my armor. So
Yeah, he was. Once I
it.
beat him, I was kind of like, okay, I can put this down for a while. I don't know, it just wasn't eager to jump back in because it was.
Yeah,
like,
I
feel like I'm done.
I feel like I finished the story, and once I finish the story, and you can only fight like so many monsters the same amount of times. I'm like, all right, I'm kind of moving on here.
I mean,
but I still like play it on the side, like with friends, because it's a great
Yeah.
like multiplayer game to go and play with friends, especially as a streamer, because there's not a lot of strategizing, and people can just jump in your server and play with you. So.
Sure. Yeah, I was thinking of grinding, and then I just said, well, I'll move on. Todd, what about you? What have you been playing?
Major League Baseball.
Oh, yeah,
the
that's
show.
right. Again.
Yeah. It's an awesome
kidding.
game, dude.
I just found out today you're a huge Boston Red Sox fan, right?
the
Yeah.
Red
Favorite, his most favorite.
I hate them. Like, I catch myself saying, like, I watched them on TV today, and they were losing, and then they come back and win, and like all this stuff's happening in this bar, and I'm like, yes, he struck out, and I can hear everybody around me getting pissed. I'm like, I gotta watch what I say.
Yeah, you did, but it's fine. You haven't gotten beaten up yet, so it's fine.
When I had my Predator shirt on, I know they're Boston, and they were kind of going
At
at
least
It
they're
wasn't
not
too
gonna.
visible though.
No,
Yeah, it's
I
covered.
wore it proudly like this a couple times. I took my jacket off at the bar.
But it wasn't like a red target like a New York Yankees
Well, no, it's not like
hat
that.
or
It's
shirt
not
or
that
anything like
serious.
that. So
People can sniff out the New York Yankees around here.
yeah, fair enough.
Well, I sit right in the midst of them. They didn't smell me.
Well, you weren't
They were
wearing
eyeballing
anything.
the crap out of you.
I don't care. That one lady
It
was.
doesn't kick in until 8:30, remember? So
I couldn't
that's
tell if
why.
that lady wanted my hamburger or she was just staring at me because of what I was saying. I mean, I think she might have wanted my hamburger,
Maybe,
possibly.
possibly. We'll just. I mean, we know how sexy you are, so.
No.
I'm gonna just pass on. I went ahead and finished Shadow of the Colossus. Kind of barreled through it once I got going, and then I tried playing Claire, which didn't really care for it. I don't know. I got bored pretty quick.
I thought it was something totally different than I seen the video for it. And I was like, I don't
It
know.
reminded me of that. What was that other game they came out with recently that was
Lone
like
Survivor or something.
Yeah. No. Well, no. Lone Survivor was all right. There was another one recently that kind of in that same vein.
I know what you're talking about. You played it and you said, hey,
Yeah.
wasn't any good.
Same kind of deal. I don't know. It was just boring. So then I moved on to Watch Dogs 2, and that has been sucking my life away because
like
all I
it?
want to do is run around San Francisco and wherever and explore.
I mean, they
Is
give
it
you a lot of
better
stuff to
than
do.
the first one, because man, I was super hyped for that first one, and actually was a little bit disappointed in it by
disappointed,
the
too.
end.
I mean, I enjoyed the first one for what it was, but
Yeah.
this one, I don't know. I've been into it. Like I want to keep playing it. I don't feel like I've done anything in the way of story because it's like, ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. I want to go do that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, it's fun.
Dude, after that first video you seen of Watch Dogs, the reveal for it at
For
the
very
Ubisoft,
first one?
yeah,
Yeah.
it looked nothing like that. That game was
No.
nothing like that. So that's right off the bat. That thing started off bad.
Yeah. All right. Well, we've seen what we got going on. Let's move into some quick news before we get into the good stuff.
What's the good stuff?
We'll get to that. I'm not gonna. We're,
maybe
we'll,
wait?
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Okay.
Stop interrupting. Anyway, the first thing I've got is the Kansas State Senate announced earlier this week that they passed the Andrew T. Finch anti-swatting bill, named after the man who was killed in Wichita last year due to the swatting incident that happened. The bill is waiting final approval from the governor and will enforce a prison sentence up to 41 years following a guilty verdict.
Good.
So,
As long as it's not Donald Trump being the mayor or governor, he'll probably sign it pretty quickly.
well, I don't think so. But at least this will hopefully give these kids, these idiots, some pause, thinking, I could go away for 40 years
Yeah.
if I'm caught. So it just depends on how brave they feel. So
That's just stupid.
we'll see. All right, the next thing I've got is Insomniac's highly anticipated PS4 exclusive SpiderMan now has a release date of
You're
September
so
7th. I am.
You're scared.
And
happy.
notice I made sure to say PS4 exclusive
Yep.
because they had a little Twitter beef with some people. It's like, when's this coming to Xbox? They're like, never.
Not.
So
So you got to switch over, people.
they wanted to make damn sure it's not going anywhere. It's PS4. That's it. Period.
Yep.
Not only was the announcement made, but we got a trailer showing special editions, which obviously there's always a special edition
get
coming
it?
out.
Are you going to get it?
I probably will. I'm still debating on what I'm going to do. The first is the Digital Deluxe, which is running at about $79.99 and will include new game chapters after post-DLC launch in a new series called The City That Never Sleeps, which will feature new missions, villains, characters, and new suits. All this will be available on day one, as far as I'm told. You'll also receive a limited edition collectible pin that will be shipped to your home. But if you don't want to go that route and have it shipped, you can also get the Giant Collector's Edition, which is $149.99, and it will feature all of that stuff mentioned, plus a steelbook case featuring the White Spider design, a mini art book, a detailed statue featuring Spider-Man. However, there's a mystery to that statue because they haven't revealed it all. And they said if they do, it will be spoilery. So I'm very curious to know what's under that box.
Black suit.
Intriguing.
But if
Black
you look at
suit.
the way Spider-Man is perched, it looks like he's on a building. So I don't know. I don't know what could be spoilery on a statue. So it's interesting. It's
Miles
It's
Morales.
like an unlockable character that might give away too much or something. Like
could
that.
be because
Yeah.
we haven't seen anything in those trailers about Miles.
That's probably what it is.
There was even I'll get to the other thing that might be a spoiler. Anyway, outside of that, there's also an avatar, a theme, 5 bonus skill points, a spider drone gadget for the game, and 3 bonus costumes. One of the bonus costumes has been revealed, which is a punk SpiderMan. He was in the comics during a series they did called Edge of the Spider-Verse, I think is what it was called, where they just threw in so many Spider-Men from all alternate universes. It's a pretty interesting story. And he was one of the standouts. And the other 2 will be revealed in the coming months. They didn't really say who they were, but I think one they said will be released in July. So they'll say who that is. But they did say that there was another one I don't think is actually part of these 3 that got revealed, which is the Noir Spider-Man. And he doesn't look anything like Spider-Man. He just looks like something that came out of the 1920s, a big black suit and goggles, and whatnot. But it's a cool design, don't get me wrong.
You played as him in one of the games.
Yes, Shattered Dimensions.
Right, okay, yeah. Because you played as 4 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Another interesting item that popped up about the game is that Mary Jane Watson will be a playable character, and that the game's creative director said that playing her will surprise a lot of people. Now, with such a comment, speculation just erupted. The speculation a lot of people went to is like, is she just going to do like side missions? Because there's been talk you get to play as Peter Parker, but to what degree? But obviously everybody's mind went to Spinneret, which is an alternate version of Mary Jane who has spider powers. Right. So it could be cool, maybe, if they do that.
Yeah, man, they're going to load it all up, man.
Oh yeah, if they do something like that, that would be pretty cool. The next story I've got is there's a I feel like I heard about this story. Maybe you guys may have at some point, but I don't. Apparently I forgot at some point. A New York Court of Appeals ruled in favor of Take-Two Entertainment against claims made by Lindsay Lohan that the company used her likeness in GTA 5.
She's just trying to get money for crack.
Well, yeah. Now, a lower court had already rejected these claims, but apparently she wasn't satisfied, so she took it a step farther. Now, if you want to know what character she's referring to specifically, it's the character Lacey Jonas, who in the game is a self-absorbed, egocentric actress who had a string of popular high school movies, and she claimed this was meant to be her, despite not looking like her at all.
I thought it was the box art chick.
No.
I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking the same thing.
That's what they always showed.
Yeah.
So the court explained their decision, stating that the character in question is an indistinct satirical representation of the style, look, and persona of these people.
Right.
Not her.
Right.
So she's just hungry for money. She needed crack money, like you said.
Yeah.
Desperate.
Sorry, Miss Lohan.
Yeah, it's pathetic. Okay, next thing I've got is Behavior Interactive released a little tease about their next project called Death Garden, which is described as a brutal, asymmetrical 5-on-1 multiplayer shooter where a powerful hunter will stalk agile runters in a dystopian blood sport. The teaser showcased a rainy forest location and an armored individual wielding a gun who will most likely be your antagonist. Some eagle-eyed viewers saw a few Dead by Daylight Easter eggs, like an emblem on the killer's armor, which is a skull icon used for the Thrill of the Hunt perk. The game is open to a closed alpha on PC and will be actually playable at PAX East. So we need to look for that. Death Garden.
Death Garden.
Mm-hmm.
Death
So
Garden.
is it another one where it's like you got the one that's trying to be the killer and the other people are trying to not be killed?
It seemed very much in the vein of Dead by Daylight, but the premise had some interesting tweaks to it.
Because I feel like there was another one I heard about
It's
that was coming out that was like last year,
Last
yeah,
school,
like the high school
days.
kids or whatever.
It's actually supposed to be at PAX.
Is that one too?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to have to look for that one because I remember a bunch of people that I know was super hyped for that one, and I saw the trailer and it looked pretty cool, but I think it was
supposed
just
to come
coming
out at the end of August, though.
Was it?
Yeah. Or the
okay,
beta or
well,
something.
I just feel like we're getting a lot of those kinds of games, but I'm curious to see this, though. I hope they put a fun spin on it.
Now, what's the one you guys are talking about? Do you remember the name or the
Last
developer?
year.
Last year?
Yep.
It's like it takes
It's a
place
high
in a
school.
high school. And I think it's like a supernatural killer though too,
Is
right?
it?
Like
Yeah,
he
I'm
can
not
set up
sure.
traps, you can set up traps or something. It was a very early trailer that I remember seeing. No
Ghostbusters?
gameplay yet
Yeah.
at the time that I had seen it. So
I have to look for it because I need to. It does sound familiar. Okay. Next story is a story dropped this week that raised my eyebrows. Over the last year or more, I've seen massive growth in the Twitch platform, and with growth usually comes change. However, in what you would think would be a good change, Twitch apparently laid off somewhere between 20 and 25 members to readjust the infrastructure because the company overhired. However, when you consider that some of the employees that were laid off were actually there from the beginning, it certainly feels that the narrative is being shifted a little bit. Not only that, but the way it was reported to have happened was that the Twitch VP of Content, Michael Aragon, did this via a remote Google Hangout and just let them all go.
That's like Donald Trump does, isn't it? Fires them on Twitter.
One employee actually was quoted saying, "We got Amazoned." So, which obviously,
what
Twitch.
happened
That's
in
how
2
they roll,
hours or
too?
less?
Yeah. And plus, ironically, since Twitch is owned by Amazon, so whatever. It's a little strange, I guess. Restructuring and whatnot. I'm not a company person, but what the hell?
Well, I mean, it could be to do with the new internet stuff. Have something
Perhaps.
to do with that. That's going to change some things, I think.
Yeah, maybe. All right, last story I've got here is we mentioned a few weeks back about the upcoming Spring Blossom event coming to Monster Hunter World. The event is kicking off April 6th, which is tomorrow. Well, today, by the time a lot of you hear this. So it's happening now, and it's running until April 20th. New details emerged about the event, like new gear for you and your Palico. You will love that Palico.
Oh my god, yeah.
Plus additional opportunities to catch up on previous events you may have missed out on. So if you missed the Horizon event, you missed the Street Fighter event, whatnot, they're going to be back so you can get your hands
Missed
on those.
all of them.
The thing I don't like about the skins that you get is that it actually turns you into the actual character, and I don't like that. I thought you're just going to get their armor and you're going to look how you want to look.
And that's what I was kind of hoping for too, because it would allow a little bit more customization. I think they should allow you to have the option. So maybe you were wearing Aloy's armor, but your head is still you.
Yeah.
That would be kind of cool. But yeah, I know what you mean. It's a little bothersome. Another 9-star quest available for hunters over HR 50 will be available to tackle the dreaded Devil Ho, and any hunter at HR 13 can face off against some Ogdorons in the arena to nab that sweet Mega Man Palico gear. And lastly, the update will come with a few tweaks, fixing bugs and other issues. So the Mega Man thing, I'll go back for. Just bugs and whatnot.
Have you had any issues?
I haven't. Other people have.
I have issues.
I know that one of them had to do with the bow. So I don't use the bow, so I don't know. I don't care. It doesn't affect me, but it affects other people.
They'll fix it. They need to fix it.
All right, quick hits.
Quick
You
hits.
ready for them?
Quick hits.
All right. Amazon Game Studios has shut down development on Breakaway, which is going to be a 4 versus 4 fantasy sports game. This was announced back at TwitchCon back in 2016 and was said to combine elements of Rocket League, League of Legends, and Power Stone together for a product that would be easy to stream, but it just wasn't coming together as they hoped. Good. Well, they thought they were going to. They were trying to do too much.
Yeah.
How was it going to be easy to stream, by the way? Have either of you played any of those games?
I played Rocket League and League of Legends, but I've never streamed them.
Yeah.
I don't. Honestly, League of Legends bores me. So.
Yeah, I've honestly, that's not my
Yeah.
cup of tea.
Well, I was just kind of curious.
I don't really think Rocket League would be a good streaming game because you have to really keep your eye on the ball and be quick
I guess
with your
it depends on
partner.
what type of streamer you are too. Because I know a lot of people who have really successful in those competitive games, but they don't have to pay attention to chat. People are there because they're
true.
super awesome at this game or whatever.
Well,
All of them love the viewers like we do.
Well, I'm a little curious how they felt that combining 3 games into one was going to make it easy to stream.
Yeah.
In what way?
I don't know.
Well, name the games again that they combine.
Rocket League, League of
Soccer with
Legends,
cars,
and
League of
Power
Legends.
Stone.
and Power Stone.
Yeah.
Okay, like how do you combine those?
I have no idea. Well, apparently it wasn't coming together like they hoped, and that's why it got shut down. They were like, I don't know how to do this.
They reached in a bag and pulled out 3 names.
Yeah.
Rocket League, League of Legends. Like they knew it was gonna be doomed from the beginning.
Yeah. More updates are coming to Friday the 13th. This time, improvements for offline bots to give them perks based on the difficulty level chosen, allowing them to be more intuitive and challenging, which is good because they're kind of moronic. When they just jump in and out of a window. It's easy to kill them if that's what you're after, but there's no challenge involved. So I always liked it when they jump into a car. I'm like, oh shit, they got a brain. I got to catch them.
Just so you know, I talked myself out of buying an awesome T-shirt. It was $7.50.
Mm-hmm.
It was Freddie and Jason floating down the river in inner tubes. It was awesome, dude. And I wanted it so bad, and I talked myself out of it.
For $7.50 and you didn't get that?
I know. I couldn't buy it. I couldn't pull the trigger.
Wow.
I don't know.
I'm disappointed in you.
I'm disappointed in myself. I want the shirt now.
All right. Square Enix released a patch for Chrono Trigger, allowing players to swap the visuals back to the original look. But I don't think that was the problem people had. But they're like, hey, we're working on it. You can make it look like it did. So that's good, right?
Yep.
Monolith Software has announced that they will be removing all microtransactions from Shadow of War, releasing a series of free updates that will implement new features that will enhance and improve the Nemesis system that they touted as being integral and important to the entire experience. They actually felt that they did it wrong.
So they're fixing it.
Yes.
I like that.
And like I think I've said before, the microtransactions in that game didn't bother me.
No.
I didn't feel like they were a necessity. They actually kind of came in handy every now and again, especially toward the end, because it was like, damn it, I need troops. I need something.
Yeah.
I'll do this. And it's not like I paid real money. I had stuff earned.
Yeah, if you can earn every bit of it, it's fine. So
it didn't bother me, but I also like that they said that buying them took the idea that they were going for and just kind of squashed it. There was a whole purpose to the Nemesis system, and buying them kind of betrays that.
Right.
So they're trying to fix that. And, good for them for, I guess, doing it better late than never, right? Lastly is Skybound Entertainment just announced the launch of Skybound Games, where they will publish all kinds of games, not just games based on their own properties, like Walking Dead and so on. The first 2 they will produce for retail is The Long Dark and Slime Ranchers.
Slime what?
Slime Ranchers.
Ranchers?
Ranchers.
I thought you said Slime Rangers at first.
Slime Ranchers. Now, my first instinct is I was like, oh, this is like a Dragon Quest game. And it's like, oh, okay, maybe it's not.
It's a slime ranching simulator.
Yeah. Whatever that is. But they're publishing it for retail.
I want to see Overkill's Walking Dead.
Well, they said that's not going to fall under this umbrella since it's already...
Right.
But everything going forward will be.
I need a proper Walking Dead game. I mean, Telltale games were good. They were different.
And then that one that they made with Norman Reedus as the main character. I returned it in like a day.
Activision just did that.
Or it's supposed to be like their prequel, right? To introduce you to like how Daryl and Merle or whatever came into the...
Yeah, it was.
That was just a cash grab, dude. That's all.
The mechanics were awful. Everything about whatever. It's awful.
All right, rumors.
So much hope for that game.
Are you ready for some rumors? I got a few.
How close to being true are they?
I would say 2 probably. Other 2, not so much.
Okay. Let's hear 'em.
First one. Nintendo might be teasing a new Donkey Kong game.
Next.
But I think where we heard about the Donkey Kongas, the patent going out for that, it's very possible. But we don't know what it is yet. I know they're going to be showing Tropical Freeze at PAX, but I can't imagine that's the new game they're talking about.
No.
That's a port from an old game, so we'll see. Next is Shaq Fu, A Legend Reborn, could be seeing a surprise release this week.
Oh my God. Why?
I don't know.
Who the hell wanted that game again?
I don't know.
That game was a hot pile of trash.
Well, it may come out this week.
Redone.
Redone.
No, I hope they leave it the same. That'd be even better.
But again, it's a rumor. We don't know. It may. The next one I got is first details about the PlayStation 5 were reportedly shared in an article that cost $1,000. Like someone paid money to get this information.
Well, I mean, they are due for the next upgrade, right? We're about at that time frame if they were going to do it every, 4 to 5 years or whatever?
Yeah. Well, the Pro came out, not last year, but the year before. It'd be 2 years in November.
Yep.
Well, I think that's the first time they've done, the same console, but hey, a little bit better than,
Yeah.
I just took that as the cry to the Xbox One trying to compete since that was coming out at roughly the same time, month or so.
Yeah, it was about a year after.
Was it?
Yeah.
All right.
But a lot of these details, I mean, there really wasn't a whole lot. It was the usual speculation, like, well, it's going to have this and it's going to have that and whatnot. And I think the other big detail in this article was that it was going to be announced at E3. But again, rumors.
I hope that's true. Mm-hmm. They're going to. They're gonna announce it.
Okay.
PlayStation 5.
We'll just say rumors right now.
They're going to talk about it.
All right.
You heard it here first, folks.
You heard it here first. Last rumor is that Ubisoft may have teased Watch Dogs 3 in a now deleted tweet. So something was out there, and then it was like, nope, gotta kill it. So
I hope they keep the same character this time. I actually liked him.
Yeah, he seems to have a lot more character.
Yeah, he's got something that the first guy didn't have.
He was all stoic and mad because someone died, and he was like, I'm mad.
They got my nephew.
This guy, he's like, I just want to, wreck the system.
What was his name? Hayden? No.
The first guy?
Aiden.
I think you're right, yeah.
Aiden Pierce.
Yes.
Yeah, he was just, I don't know, like emo hacker.
Yeah.
Kind of guy.
He had a very depressing backstory.
He did.
So, I'm not surprised. Or he's just like, eye on the prize, getting these people,
I don't know. I think it's maybe the way the part was wrote out, because you give Naughty Dog that thing, or somebody that's really good with doing that kind of stuff, man, you could probably pull that out of there, but I don't think Ubisoft can do that. It's just like, hey, we're going to make this game. They'll put a good quality on it, but the voice acting kind of sucks sometimes,
Yeah.
But
well, we'll see. But I would imagine they'll probably stick with this new guy, because I think a lot of people kind of connected with him a little bit more.
Have you started a fight in the park with the cops and the gang members by using that drone?
No, but I did set a gang war off by accident.
That is awesome.
I started looking, because all I've really been doing is just kind of running around looking at stuff and spotting things, and I noticed there was like a little money bag, and I was like, ooh, I'm going to go get that. So I went to this area where there was a big group of guys, and I distracted them all, and then I found it, and then I ran up there as fast as I could. Someone was like, hey, get him, and I grabbed it, and I just took off running. Right. So they chased me down the road. I hid off in this little suburb, and I was like, they're not going to find me here. Somewhere in the way, the cops showed up, and there was another gang that got involved. So shit just went crazy.
Yeah,
there were bombs going off, sirens going off. I was like, I'm just going to stay here.
Yeah.
And then finally, they just all disappeared. And I was like,
great.
Wow.
That is one of the greatest things about that game. Like, I started a fight in the park using that drone. Mm-hmm. Let's see what happened. I started the gang members getting mad, and then an old lady called the cops. And then the gang members got in a fight in the park, and then the cops came right in the middle of it.
Nice.
I mean, kind of the same thing you had going on.
Yeah.
But
Stuff like that was pretty
somebody
cool.
called the cops.
Yeah. All right, let's go through some release dates. We're going to give you quite a few. That'll last you about 2 weeks, because we're just going to have some time, We just need to get through it. April 10th, we have Extinction for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. We have Masters of Anima for PS4, Xbox One, PC, and Nintendo Switch. And Owlboy for PS4 and Xbox One.
Yay.
I think that was previously for the Nintendo Switch first.
I think so.
April 17th, we have Yakuza 6, The Song of Life for PS4. April 19th, Total War Saga, Thrones of Britannia for PC. And then on April 20th, God of War for PS4.
Woo! Can't wait.
And if that's not your bag, you can get the Nintendo Labo.
Oh, those cute little cardboard kit things. Oh my god. I don't want it, but it looks cute. I think it's It's a neat little thing. Get kids doing something a little bit more, creative.
I don't know.
I can't wait to actually see what people come up with doing this.
I
Like, now
see.
you've given them this base thing, and people are going to come up with some massively impressive stuff to go along with this.
To be fair, Todd, now if your daughter was had God of War or Nintendo Labo, wouldn't you want her to play the Labo
No,
instead
she's
of
gonna play God of War with me.
But come on,
Dude, she's gonna pretend like she's Atreus and Kratos is me. That's what we do.
But still,
She was Joeling. We were Joeling
But
Ellie for
wouldn't
2
you
years.
wouldn't you be impressed if she's sitting there just building stuff and say, "Daddy, look what I made"?
Dude, she does that on Minecraft.
Then she
and
can do it
Roblox.
in real life and make a little fishing pole and whatever. Because it's you can make robots and
Out of
a
cardboard.
variety.
She already
kit.
makes it out of cardboard now.
I think, a robot, and you can do a piano. I think, and you were at the fishing pole. I think there was only the 3 right now.
Yeah. So there's 2
They ought to
sets,
call
2
it
kits
Lamo,
coming
not
out
Labo.
on April 20th. So if
Labo, what's it called?
Nintendo Labo. If you're
It's
not
the
into
Lamo.
God of War, go over to Nintendo and get the Nintendo
Be able to
Labo.
get God of War, and then 3 weeks.
Not
later,
everybody
pull it.
is you, Todd. Somebody wants
What are
that
you gonna
Labo.
get? What are you gonna get?
I'm not getting either one.
Why?
I'm getting God of War.
I will at some point,
Get
just
on
not right
them.
now. If somebody wants to give me a copy, I'll be
I
down.
can get you a copy for $30.
I can't.
No, I
Dude,
can't. No, I can't.
No, you can't.
No, I
See?
could.
Don't lie.
And it got sold.
I think you're gonna get sucked in. I think you're gonna do
Yeah,
it.
you got to get that, dude.
You're gonna
I
watch
do.
how
Be
much fun
Thor,
we're all
pretty much,
having
man.
with it, and you're like, all right, damn
I
it.
do want to play it. It's just there's a line of games stacked
F
up
your
right now. Look how
backlog.
long it took me to get to Watch Dogs 2, for Christ's sake.
It's been out of
Yeah, but that's my game.
I know, exactly my point. Monster Hunter World came in and cut me off
Right.
because I had your
still got
Shadow
2
of War before that, and I
still
was
got-
going to move on to that, and
You'll
then
be able to go to it.
we'll see. I don't know. All right, well let's get into the main topic. We're here. Let's get some
Why are we here?
Pre-PAX news. Let's talk about some now. As we're talking about this right now, PAX is or has started. This is Thursday. You're going to be hearing this on Friday. So PAX has started. Did we miss anything? Did
I didn't
anyone
see
see
anything.
any news out of PAX today?
No, I didn't see anything big.
I haven't had time to really check.
I just,
Yeah, we've kind of. Here's a little story for you, people, so you have a little context. We had
Story
an
time.
adventure today. We all got to Boston, planes different times. We kind of looped the airport a few times. Got a lot of exercise there, and we thought, this will be fine. We'll get back to the place when we're done. No, that wasn't the end of our exercise. Then we took a trip to the Stony Brook Station, where we went to the Sam Adams Brewery, and that was fun, because we got to drink free beer and everything like that, and they liquored us up, and then before you know it, we're in a gift shop.
To the gift shop.
And they're just like, buy something. And you're like, yeah, I need to, because you've had a few beers and it just sounds like a great idea. And I almost walked out with way more than I should have. So I got talked out of it, thank God. And then we decided to go get food. And that was a bit of a walk because we thought maybe we could get a trolley.
almost peed myself.
Yeah. But we got there. It was good food, good beer, whatnot. And we were just like, okay, this is fine. This is fine. We're getting somewhere. And then the trek back was a walk because, we're already
Now
tired.
We're full and had
It was
more
quicker
beer.
though. It seemed quicker.
It
It
seemed-
did seem like a much faster walk.
And it was getting
back.
colder too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the wind was cold. It was, we were already tired, and this was just adding to that. And then when we finally got back, and we were like, yes, we're done. We're going to relax. I realized that I did not have my charger for my recording equipment. So, that was going to ruin this whole podcast thing. You wouldn't be hearing this right now had we not gone on another adventure across
Tea.
town.
That was fun. We rode the T again.
We are now familiar with the orange and green line. Track
the
2.
tank.
And
The orange
found like the only Best Buy in Boston that we know
And
of.
it just says Best Buy on the side
There
of
are.
the brick building.
Did you know? Here's a fun fact. There are a lot of Dunkin' Donuts around here.
Man, there's
There's a lot
50.
of Dunkin' Donuts in every large
No.
city, though. To
No.
be
We're kind of known for having a
like
Dunkin'
even
Donuts
in
no matter
Chicago,
where you
I could
turn.
walk 2 blocks in any direction and run
Yeah.
into one.
Well, there's literally that right over here.
Yeah, there's one
Like
right.
one in every street.
Just
Yeah.
there. If you want Dunkin' Donuts, you're covered.
Dunkin' Donuts.
If you want to try to find a CVS,
Go before 8 p.m.
Yes.
yeah, and
And it's called Walgreens on the map.
Yeah. So we got kind of screwed on a lot. It's okay. It's okay.
We survived.
We're complaining, but it was fine. It was a fun adventure. We got a lot of exercise. We're going to be worn out tomorrow, I'm sure. But anyway, let's talk PAX. All right. So here's a few things that I jotted down.
Good.
Just so we're aware.
The rules.
Well, just a few things that I've got. A few people that mentioned lineups that they had. Nintendo was one of the bigger ones. I'm going to name off a few that maybe kind of catch my interest. I know we talked about the Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Don't really care. Hyrule Warriors. Warriors? It kind of slipped out wrong. Hyrule Warriors. That's kind of a tongue twister. Definitive Edition. I actually wanted to play this, but again, I'm not gonna. Don't care right now.
Because you're gonna get God of War.
Yeah, if I had a choice between the two, yeah, I'm gonna go God of War. That's a fact. They got their Dark Souls remastered, which I don't think anyone cares. Wolfenstein 2, SNK Heroes, Crash Bandicoot, indie games like Just Shapes, Dead Cells, The Messenger from Sabotage. I don't know. The only one I'm looking forward to is they're going to have a booth for Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes 3. I am playing that. I don't give a damn. That's one that I must play.
You would play that over God of War?
Yes. Because
crazy.
Because I've told you 100 times and I'll say it again. I'm a huge fan of that series.
Crazy.
I want to see what they're doing, and God of War is coming out soon. This, I don't know when it's coming out. I don't know when I'll get a Nintendo Switch, so this is my opportunity to play it. I don't have a Switch. This has to convince me to go get one. Because if this game lets me down, I'm going to be very upset.
I was going to say, you sound like you want to be convinced.
That's what I think.
Yes, I do. I mean, I said if this was the game that was going to sell me a Nintendo Switch, this has to be it because I love that series so much. So if they've done something to where I can play this and I don't know, something's amiss and I'm like, I'm not into it anymore because they've ruined whatever the magic was that I enjoyed out of the first two, then there's no point in me getting a Switch at all. So I have to play it. I have to be convinced one way or the other. But beyond that, Square Enix mentioned a few things that they were going to have ongoing, like Final Fantasy tournaments and whatnot. Don't really care about that. Microsoft is pushing a Mixer streaming event because that's their big platform now.
And actually, I think Mixer is a fantastic streaming platform.
I haven't checked it out yet. I've seen a couple of people switch over to it. And
I'm considering doing a couple over there, actually. Like, I like the layout. It's very user-friendly. The chat interaction is, like, no delay.
Really? Oh.
Zero delay, which can be bad in probably some cases. You can adjust the delay. But, I mean, especially if you're playing games where you're wanting the chat to interact back.
Like when
I
you're
think it's
asking
perfect
for
for that.
directions?
Instead of waiting 15 seconds later, I've turned right, and you were telling me to go somewhere else 20 seconds ago. Now we're all off. I really like it. I actually do want to stop by that and check it out.
Very cool. Yeah, I was kind of wondering because, like you said, I've seen a lot of people starting to jump ship and kind of play around over there just to see how it goes. So I'm curious. I need to know. And finally, the only other thing that I have that I want to play outside of that is have any of you heard of Cyanide Happiness?
No.
Okay, well, they have a booth for their upcoming game, and one of the main reasons I want to go is I helped kickstart that thing.
Oh, nice.
So I'm actually going to have a custom locker in the game with my name and everything.
Awesome.
Cool. All right.
I want to go over there and see if my money is being put to good use.
What if you go over there and it's not?
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm going to be disappointed.
What are you going to do?
I guess that's all.
I'm going to be like, hey, I want my money back.
How much? $5?
No.
15?
Nope.
$100?
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Yeah, I put a lot of money. I had a lot of faith in it, so I was like, no, I think.
What's this game about?
Well, if you're familiar with the series,
What is the series?
yeah, it's very hard to explain because it's not like a series like you'd watch on Netflix or TV or anything like that. It's just a series of crazy, random.
It's like quick little. it's an animated short, and it would just be like a quick little, maybe even a 30-second scene where they. I'd have to show you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd have to show you.
They're
they're pretty funny though.
Yeah, they do
Oh,
have.
Did you show me some?
I may have. They have like the shorts that she's talking about. They have on YouTube. They actually have a longer show on another platform called Verve The RV, and they're like extended, like 20-minute shows.
Right.
But it's still kind of in that short spurt. Like in the shows they do on that platform, it's what would be the best way? Like there's a theme going on, so you'll cut to different characters within this overarching theme going on through just that show.
Right.
But you may kind of come back to different characters here and there throughout the show, but it's sketches. You know, just some of the craziest dark humor you'd ever see, or just inane craziness.
Man, I think you showed me one where a guy was sitting at the table. He was like a clay guy, or maybe a drawing or something like that. And I don't know, it was wild. And it went dark really quick towards the end.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It looked like something from Sesame Street, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden it's like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
So I'll show you more later, but yeah, I'd like to go over there and take a look and see what they got going, because I'm excited. So what about you guys? Anybody want to go first? Who wants to talk about what they're excited for, what they're looking for?
I don't care. Somebody go.
Beth, you haven't said anything.
I haven't?
No.
I feel like I've been
Well,
talking
you've
the whole
been
time.
kind of off and on
Busted out the
quiet.
gate, I thought she was going to get all PAX East tournament champion, and then she stopped. Stopped talking. You didn't talk.
No,
for
I did.
20
I'm
minutes.
listening. I'm paying
She
attention.
has been listening very intently, I've noticed. So what are you looking forward to?
Well, I'm excited to see if there's any Twitch booths or anything going on, just in case they have anything new that I don't already know about. So I'm interested in seeing that. I want to check out God of War if it's available. Absolutely.
Oh, God, please.
I want to check out some of the VRs as well.
Yes.
I'm very interested in that.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
So other than that, I just want to see all the booths, and it's my first PAX, so I just want to see what everything's all about and take it all in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Todd?
I hope to God that SpiderMan is there.
That would be cool.
I feel like there's a reason why they announced the release date 2 days before
Maybe.
What,
No.
Which one?
for Spider-Man.
Oh.
I just feel like that it's funny because, like, if you look at the list, like they brought Uncharted before it came out. You know, they bring those big games here and let them play. So maybe that's one of them, and God of War is one of them. Hopefully, I'm doubting it. Really, I just don't feel like they're going to show them. But maybe, I don't know that. And I just to see games being played on the screen, like right in front of me.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see. I don't necessarily have to play them.
And I think that's something we discussed. As long as we get to see them in action,
Yeah.
and we can kind of come back tomorrow and report on it and talk about
Right.
it like that, it's fine. So what about you, Lace? What are you looking for?
I mean, I'm really just kind of like with Beth. I want to kind of wander around all the booths and see what new things are coming out. I mean, there is an PAX East Indie showcase that they're going to be doing, that Jenny LeClue detective game by McGraffy. That looks adorable, Nancy Drewish. I used to love those games growing up, so I'm really kind of excited to see where they're at on that one. Yeah, I just kind of want to do some of the VR, and I see that there's like a dance party
Oh,
thing
yes, the
going
dance
on
party.
too. You know,
Yes,
a video game
definitely all
dance
about
party
that.
thing going on. But yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to just kind of walking around, especially with like a lot of the indie booth games, and see what kind of gems are hanging out in there that I may not have heard of yet. And
I want to get the pins.
The pins.
Yeah, the
there
Penny
is like
Arcade.
a pin trading
Arcade,
party thing.
They
One
seem
of them,
very
yeah.
expensive.
Oh, they
You can
probably
you
will
can get
be.
like I think 30
Well, like
bucks.
dice
you can buy
at
all the
PAX is
pins,
like
and then
50
you go around and
bucks
you
or
trade them
something.
with the exhibitors. I
I
think.
think for like
Yeah.
$30 you get like 4 pins.
Yeah, but then you go around and you trade
Yeah.
them with the people.
But I think definitely finding some of the hidden gems will be fun.
Yeah.
Because who knows what we might actually see there. We might pass through a game and be like, it kind of looks cool. And then just think nothing of it. And then next thing you know, it's the next big thing.
Yeah.
There's so many exhibitors that are going to be there, so I mean,
Yeah.
I think we're going to see some really cool stuff coming
I
up
hope
this
so.
weekend.
Now, while we're on it, what was that? We met a guy at the airport right about the time we were
Oh.
looking for you.
Okay.
Oh,
What was this game he was talking about?
something Lyria. Chronicles of Lyria.
Chronicles of Lyria.
Yeah.
Anybody out there who knows what
PAX
that
East
is?
champion, right?
Yeah. We, go out there and tell us what you think of that because we want to know. It sounded cool.
Like a
but it's
medieval-based MMO, and you have to build like your structure and
your
a
government
monarch.
and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
And then he said that you could have, like, whoever you are can have a family. You will die, and then they will continue to live.
Pass on your legacy
Yeah, pass
type
on
deal.
your legacy and stuff like
Yeah.
that. It sounded really cool, but time consuming.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It was a throwing that out there. If that guy happens to be listening, we didn't really catch his name,
Nope. Him.
Nope.
That guy.
but hopefully, maybe he looked at the back of my jacket. I had a new follower, so who knows? That might have been him.
Walking around today.
Yeah, we don't know. That could be. We never got his name. So, guy, if you're out there listening, whoever you are, thank
guy
you.
that sing the car back into the other car.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was so funny.
That was another one of our adventures. We watched Hit and Run.
Everybody broke out.
Yep.
All the excitement that happened before I landed today.
Oh, it just stopped when you landed.
Well, see, it was funny
All the
because
excitement stopped because I got here. That's nice.
we were watching this car and it was just kind of pulled up and backed, and then it went forward, and then it went back again. And I was like, "What is this car doing?" And then it just kept going back, and it was out of sight for me. And she's like, "Oh my God, it hit a car!" And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Because I was just
ran
waiting
all
for it
over
to
that
happen.
Did he just kind of do a little look around? And
He
then just
pulled forward, waited a little
forward.
bit, and then whoop.
up
But
again?
he waited.
He did
That was
wait.
the weird part. It's not like he immediately took off. It was like he was waiting, trying to figure out what to do.
He was like,
and
"I'm
then
home
just
free."
like,
He was probably
Yep.
seeing if he got caught first, because if he got caught, then stay put.
Oh, he
You'll
got
make matters
caught.
worse.
He's-
After you wait a few beats and you're
At
like,
the
nobody
Logan
saw
airport
nothing,
with
I'm
cameras
out. you know?
everywhere. He's
Yeah.
totally getting caught.
about 5 minutes, he was like, "No, I'm out."
Like when I reared into that Mexican. Nobody spoke English, and he was like, no. And the little kid said, "No cops, no cops." All right, bye. See you later.
So, anybody else got anything to add to the PAX list? Anything you're looking forward to?
I don't know. I think I just want to see everything.
Was there any?
I mean, we already said, that I kind of have a crush on Jake Baldino, and he's going to be at the Discord booth at 2 p.m. on Saturday. Hi, Jake. I'm going to totally be looking. So,
Any developers that you're looking forward to hopefully spotting?
I don't know.
Oh, I forgot. Annapurna Games is going to be there. That game that I streamed with Keep in Mind.
Yeah.
I'm definitely looking forward to shaking their hand. They did some really nice work there, and I was very fortunate to get to play that game on release day and do some promo stuff for them. So, good people. I definitely want to shake their hand for sure.
And one other thing I want to touch on before we kind of cut away here, I guess we're going to veer off from PAX real quick. I want to talk about real quick, if anyone happened to be there, maybe missed it, the Epic charity event that happened last week was a big success.
Oh my God.
Epic Streamers was able to, or was running a charity over the Good Friday weekend, Easter weekend, and they had a goal for $4,000, trying to raise money for
Space stuff.
Sorry, we're looking to raise money for Child's Play. If you're not familiar with Child's Play, please
That's
tell us.
Chucky, right?
No.
Oh,
Explain to everybody.
Google it like that.
Yes,
That is
but
what'll
no.
come up.
Explain to everybody what Child's Play is.
So Child's Play, you can check them out at childsplaycharity.org. And what they do is they collect funds and donate to children's hospitals and children's crisis centers around the world. So they are global. They donate consoles, games, books, toys, you name it, to these hospitals. So just a little bit of happiness in these children's days who are unfortunately having to go through whatever the reason for their extended stay in these places. And if they have enough money left over, they can actually send kids home with certain wish list items also. So it's a really, really great cause. Definitely, you can donate to them now. It doesn't even have to necessarily be through what we did. But yeah, they're amazing. Check them out.
But yeah, Epic was looking to raise $4,000. That was the goal set, and we smashed it within a day.
we smashed it.
25 hours. We already had the 4K. You guys are amazing. If you're out there listening that were part of it. Oh my God.
And to top it all off, by the time the event had ended, we had essentially doubled what we had set out to get, with a grand total of
$8,336.66. Yeah, I know it's an ominous ending. A viewer did that on purpose, but it still went to a good cause.
So to anyone out there who was there, who participated, who was just a streamer in the event, whether you were moderating, administrating, whatever, if you were there helping, if you were there supporting, whatever, we thank you so much for your generosity, for your time, everything that you did to make this event a success beyond anything we ever imagined. It was fantastic. So thank you.
Yes.
We want to say thank you, and I think this was a good way to do it through every means that we can, because I don't think we can thank everybody enough, because it was amazing. So, with that said, I think we are done with the show.
That's it.
Yeah, we got us a short one, but you're going to be getting us for 4 straight days. 4 straight days of PAX goodness.
You asked for it, Annette.
That's right.
But I'm sure they did.
We would hope so. We hope that you're going to be excited to hear us talk about everything that we were excited to see at PAX. Because you can go online and you can see the stories that everybody else is going to be posting, but we were there. We are the people
We touched it.
Yeah, and we're sitting there going, oh my God, hear and live through our excitements.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing. That's why you're
vicariously through us.
Exactly.
That's why you're here. That's why you're listening to this. So, we want to thank all of our listeners for being here every week. If you've reached this point, you're incredibly awesome and the reason we do this. Leave us a review sometime. Let us know what you think, what you like, what you don't, whatever. Reviews help others take notice of the show, so it's a huge benefit. Also, a big shout out to our patrons who make this show and others we make possible. If you are interested in supporting the show, head over to patreon.com/pencilandpaperproductions and see what we can do for you. Thank you so much for listening. We'll be back tomorrow. I am Stephen White.
I'm Todd Stark.
Wicked Beth.
And Laceya Finley.
Join us again next time. And that's tomorrow. Super Mega Crash Siblings. But until then, game on.